Playing a new 4-player game here. Playing on the map that allows us to increase an enclosure by 2 around this gate. The looks like outdoor area. This is the one I'm going to take. It is excellent on this board, as we can build right through this mountain or whatever to get to our partnership. The mark animals isn't good anyway, and I mean, the upgraded version of this can be nice, and I guess in a pinch, if you can't do anything, you can get a new meeple, but also not very good. We're dealing with 2 diversity ones, so these are going to be easier for us to get in general, especially if we can grab this right away. That'll be helpful. Otherwise, a reasonably easy Africa. They're pretty frequent, and the sea animals. Now, I guess I could build, something like this and maybe get down to this, needing the water for sea animals. If that's going to be the case, we'll see. All right, so we have 2 different cards to choose from. The digging and the not having to drop. I'm going to keep the not having to drop. I don't care for either of them, but that's okay. We'll see what we get as a 3rd card. Ugh. Well, this one's awful too. Yeah, I will keep these 2. All right, for brevity's sake, I have already selected the different cards I want. First of all, I'm going by Aquatic Park and Specialized Species Zoo. This one's generally pretty hard because you usually don't get a whole bunch of the same animal type, unless, of course, it's one of the things you need. In this case, the only one that I would need, or the only one I couldn't do, would be aquatic. And it's easy to get a bunch of aquatics sometimes. The aquatic park, now we can at least buy 2 of those, so that's not terrible. But anyway, the best 2 cards out here are certainly this guy here, which just has a blue tag, free blue tag when I play my sponsor, and my sponsor is on 4. And this one here, Posturing, it's another, it's an animal tag, but it's also a different continent tag from blue. Now, after that, it becomes sticky. This is terrible for early game. I need 2 reptiles to play this, also bad. This isn't that great of a card anyway, and I need already to have the partnership. So those are all bad. I chose this one because the aquatics are part of the game over this blue one, which is just a release. I'm not generally in favor of the releases because you also lose the income for what you get. So at any rate, I'm taking this one because hopefully I can find an herbivore. If not, then I can... Well, actually, I don't have to dump anything later because I've got the cards one, but that's what I'm going to go with anyway on a hope and a prayer, basically. So these are what I'm keeping. Not a great setup, but maybe it'll turn out okay. I certainly have a decent path to getting the habitat diversity. I can build over this, get a partnership that's not red or blue, and then play these other 2 cards. So not terrible. I've at least got that going for me. Let's do our build. We're going to build over this partnership zoo. I'm going to take yellow because it's one of the main ones, and because I don't have it amongst these, so I'll be able to play this card next. then this, and then I've got enough for habitat diversity. So I have to do two things before I can do the habitat diversity. I need to play this animal, and I need to play this Conference of Europe blue card. This will give me $2. That's not really in the equation as far as what I need for anything. I don't need anything other than that. I think I'm going to do the sponsor first. Once I play this, I won't have very much money, so I won't be doing another animal anytime soon. But maybe I want to get the sponsor up, give me a little flexibility with that. And the second thing I have to look at, I've got aquatic and the specialized species. Specialized species is incredibly bad, given that we've got species diversity. So it kind of makes me not want to do that one. However, when I mark a card, I could certainly mark this one, putting me towards 2 predator tags, of which I could use for that. But I'm leaning more towards this animal here. It's herbivore. I could certainly take another blue. That blue, when I play a blue, it's going to let me mark an animal. I'll have to go get a blue anyway if I want to do this. So it'll be a little cheaper for me when I do it. And I can get away with potentially playing just a one-size enclosure to fit the 3. So I think overall this is best to mark it. Again, there's no guarantee that I get this card. Somebody else may take it, but I'll get $2 when that happens, or if that happens. So that's the plan. I think that's it. Yep. All right, I got to play my animal to get my 3rd tag. I think I'm going to build the kiosk. And I will put it here. Do I need that? You know what? I'll put it here. That'll work. It's going to be adjacent to more things. I don't need this rep bump just yet. I'm now ready to play Habitat Diversity. Or the meeple. All right, so I can certainly try to connect these. I can go this way. With that, I don't know that I necessarily have to get build upgraded. I think I want to upgrade association so I can get to this building here more quickly. I've got one aquatic here. I've got an extra meeple. The aquatic has already been taken, it looks like. Who did that? Blue. And he's got one of those, so. But I'll have 2 species towards this 2 species diversity. We'll see. But I want to do this. All right, so this is going to be more of a kind of a waiting move. I know I need to build a 2 aquatic center for the jellyfish here. Can't play it yet because I don't have the requirement of 3 reputation. But getting another 2 reputation isn't terrible. I mean, I could technically do it next turn by just taking 2 rep. I don't know that I want to do that. I'd rather get another another partnership zoo to upgrade, probably build. But I don't have the money. I want to save 2 to do the donation when I do that. And I don't necessarily want to break yet, although if it had been at 13 or 14 instead, I might just do the cards. There's nothing I want to grab on there, but the X token, in addition to looking at 3 cards and keeping 2 and then discarding another one, I can always get rid of this one. I mean, I guess heck, I could get rid of both of them if I needed to, if I did it now, but I don't have that option, so I'm just going to build a 2. I'm going to build the 2 aquatic. It's connected to a rock, not that I need it to be right now, but it is in case that comes up later. And I've got nothing to do with it, and we're going to see what happens and how close we are to the break and so forth for the next turn. Alright, so I'm able to cause a break if I want, get an X token. However, I think I kind of want to get another meeple first, or not a meeple, but a second upgrade here by using the second meeple that I have. So even though it's probably likely that there'll be a break, I don't need any cards right now. So I am going to clever that down for next token. And if there's no break, then I will use my association to grab another partnership. Alright, looks like there was no break, so I'm going to grab the partnership. And that's going to get me an upgrade build here. We'll do the donate. Alright, I get to mark card. I'll just mark that first card there. That looks good. I'm going to get it with a break. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to do sponsors for money so I can cause a break, and I'll get these first 2 cards there and an X token. So I think that's overall pretty good. Alright, I'm going to want to do the build here. I want to have the space for this 3 animal. I've already got a place to put the aquatic. And I also need to worry about the leopard, which is a 5. So I can put a 3 enclosure next to their gate, and I can cover the water to get some money back. And that'll be my 5. And then I just need to place a 1 enclosure for a 3. Right next to the gate. There we go. I can play those 2. Or any of those, actually. Alright, we're going to play the herbivore. Goes there. And that is all. Can't do anything else. Oh, I get to mark, sorry. Well, let's see. That guy is... We don't have a monkey, so not terrible. I don't know that I want to play... Oh, I guess I don't need as much. I only need a 2 enclosure by the water to put him in. He might be a little tougher, so let me take this one, I guess. And that gives me a new one. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, looking at the break, we're at 9 of 15. I want to get my breeding program in before the break. The green player has 8 cards, so maybe he won't cause a break if I use my cards. But he might. So, I don't know how many can he hold. Yeah, he can hold 5, so it's not too devastating. Also, the blue player has a doubler on this, so he could conceivably do it as well. So I'm just going to be cautious, use an X token, and make sure I get this done because it's going to be an additional $5 for income. Because I'm going to do this. All right, and now we get a university. Both of these are intriguing, but I don't really. None of that's good anyway. I'm going to want the university in general. Is there anything I need? I think I may just go for another type. What am I looking for here? All right, I'm going to take the reptile, I think. These are pretty easy to play in general. I've already got a bird tag, so this will give me a third tag, and then I have two others that I can now play, and I have enough money that I should be able to. I've got spots for both of them. I have enough money, so I can get to the 5 species. If I mean, I can take monkeys or I can take reptiles. The reptiles are a little easier to play usually. Not always, but we'll see. Got a very easy one to play. Okay, and we will do the donate. So that was pretty productive. All right, so I currently have locations to play both of these two. I don't have my animals all the way up yet. And those two will give me a aquatic and a predator, giving me 5 different tags. Now, this guy right here. I can already play him. I've got 3, there's 4, there's 5 up there. It would be 6 itself, and if I played this one first, I would have 7. I could certainly do this for trying to get that 1 extra point, but I think the predator tag is more important. So I'm going to go and grab that guy. And then we need to get the animals up to the top. I do need to do a build, though. I do need a spot for this guy, so I'll probably put a 1 enclosure right there, get some of that money back. We'll see. Or I may try to build over to here. That seems to be potentially good. I can move this down, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to do a build. I want to get to this clever so I can knock that sponsor down. I need a 1 enclosure. That'll turn into a 3 for the links here. I might as well connect a 2 to that. That's fine. Give me an extra spot in case I need it. And where's the point put me? I'll get more points anyway. I'm going to do the kiosk for now. Well, I can't change it, but I know it's only got 3 options, but that's fine. I want to get rid of this, and now I can build 2 animals on the next turn. I'm going to target this one first, and then this. All right, now for the animals. So we're going to do the aquatic. I don't think I can actually, no, let's see what the glide is. Discard up to 2 cards. I don't have those, so I'm going to have to pass, which is fine. And now we're going to do this guy right there. Let's not mess that up. All right, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Full 8. It's nice. We get to mark 2 animals. Well, let's see. This one I can't play. Probably won't be able to play. Let's hit the other 2. There we go. Somebody might try to grab this because of the Africa tags. Who knows? But overall, it's a pretty good turn. I got my income up 27. That's now leading. That's good. Well, we get hit by a constriction, so this is going to cost me a couple X tokens. But what are you going to do? I'm going to get money here. So we're going to get 10. I'm going to still take the 12 because I'm going to want to pay for, yeah. So let's do species diversity at the top. I'm going to take money. Let's get our $10. All right, and now we have to discard. All right, specialized zoo. Species. Right now we have 1, although we're ready to play 2 more. We have 1 over there, and I can get 1 more with that. Oh, these are both bad. I would need 3 more predator attacks, because again, I can now play this. Or I've got 1 more. I would need 2 more for another 2. Let's do this. Let's keep that one and trash this. I already planned on playing the predator, so. Alright, the 2 animals that I do have only cost 15. I've got 25, so donation seems simple. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to clever down cards. I've got an animal that's going to let me draw 3 cards, so hopefully one of those will be worth something. And I might get this guy when the break occurs, so I'm okay with cards right now. So let's do that. Alright, so this guy here I can go up and grab. I need to build 3 by a mountain, so I can do it like that and hit this guy. There we go. Let's see. Let's build a 1. Oh, I will take this one. Sorry. That'll give me a couple bucks as well. Put a 1 here. Let's see. I'm doing it for this. What do I have left? 2. Let's do this. And I will build a 1, and I'll get a couple dollars back. I need to get this sponsor out of the way, so I'm going to want to clever it. I'm going to do animals. I'll do 2 of them. I'm going to start with the sprint, though, just in case something really cool comes out. But yeah, I know. There's nobody I can hypnosis, so we're back to the clever. And now I've got association at 5. I can do the Australia, unless, of course, the blue player uses 2x tokens. Yeah, 2x tokens to jump up there and do it. He could. Hopefully he won't, but he could. Okay, so the video got messed up, but I built the monkey and sold 3 cards last turn. I'm going to do association here, and I want to do the Africa since it's still out there for us. I will take the green point here, so I'll choose that, and then I will do the donation. Alright, I'm just going to play this guy. He's going to give me an extra card, and we'll see what it is. Nothing I can play. No worries, though. I'm stuck playing cards. I won't be able to play this guy anyway, so there's nothing really out there that I want. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, I got an aquatic that requires 0, so it's at least something I can play. Alright, well, that's something, I guess. So I got a card I can't use, so I can discard that without much of an issue. So let's just do this. Grab ourselves our meeple back and an X token. Go. So we've been hit by a constriction. I am going to do this to get it out of the way. I'm going to put this right here. That way we can play whatever we get when it comes. And then I could play a 2. What do I want? I need to leave this spot open for this. Let's see. Is there a card I need? What do we got here? 1 point each, not many. What do I have? 2? That's not great. At least not for me, probably for somebody. It's not bad. Okay, on money, so I think I'm just gonna put a 2. I kind of want a point though. Get into that area where I can do that. so this, grab an X token, and I'll just put this up here. Then we'll fill in this spot with this guy when it's my turn for it. Alright, so this is got the constriction on it. I'd prefer it to be a 5 so I can hit this. A partner giving me an extra maple and using the other 2 to get a couple rep and an upgrade, but unfortunately I am hindered by this. So what do we need here? I don't know. Let's see. Looks like a whole bunch of nothing, so it doesn't really matter. There's a couple Australias out there, so let's just take that. These 2 guys. I don't know if I'm playing either one of them, but I need it to do this. I would need another reptile, which I don't have either, so let's see, donation. I don't have anything to spend money on, so might as well. Alright, so this is a good card, certainly. I can get 2 posturings for 2 points, and then another 2 green for another 6. So this is going to be worth 8. But I can play this from the row if it comes down to me. This one, however, is worth even more. It'll be the 4th predator when I play it. So it'll be worth 3 plus 4 is 7, plus I'm going for specialized zoo, so it'll give me another green for that. So 7 in-game, 3 after-game is certainly better than this slightly. And I also want to be able to, I mean, I'll play this just to get the point, but I don't have another good play. So I think this is the safest grab. I'll move this up, and I'll snap this guy. And if it breaks, that's really not a problem anyway. I can certainly get rid of this thing. It is worth 3 points and gets to upgrade something, but because I'll have these 2, but not the. This is 2 in-game points. I might prefer this anyway to 3 end-game points that I may not get because I'm missing green. So. Oh, somebody may go get that eagle. Alright, so $4 for 1 point that I can do as part of this action. I'm not getting rid of this. I've got a place I can put this and then maybe buy this one. This is just going to get me 2 rep bumps, and if I'm able to get a green tag, which I could conceivably take for that, although that may be kind of a waste of a bit, I could get 3 more points. So I'm debating 1, guaranteed point during the game is probably better than well, the 2 rep bumps does get me. I can upgrade this guy. What am I working on? I'm working on, yeah, that's why I need this guy. I'm going to try this. I may come to regret it, but it is really kind of just 1 point. So I do have a decent lead, and I'll have all the money in the world. So money won't matter. Paying 6 will be no problem. No, let's see. Okay, this is within range. That's nice. Well, we'll see if it's still there when it comes back to me. Alright, so it doesn't look like these guys are going to be able to get me to 100 as quick as if I just do a build, an animal, then the association. So I'm going to do a build. I'm going to grab this guy. In order to do that, I will increase my reputation. Now I'm in range. And I need to get onto this thing, so that works. Let's be my bonus here. So that works. Now I'm going to take this guy, and he'll allow me to snap. I can snap either this or this. This is preferable. It's actually more points. But that puts me at 81 now. This is going to be 7, and 4 is 11, so 92. It doesn't matter which one I get with a donate, I'm going to be over 100. All right, one of the two is left, so I'll snap that. Doesn't matter, I guess. Play the dingo. $92. I can get 6 from this plus an additional 3 for the donate, so we'll be done after next turn. We need to end this, so we're going to do the bird management thing. So yeah, we'll take the first slot so we can play tickets, pavilion. And then we'll put this down here. And we'll play this sponsor, which the rep isn't going to do anything, but we do have all of the different continent tags, so that'll be 3 points at the end. The other one allows us to place this, and we would get 2 points, so this other one is better. What's this? Upgrade an action card? Okay. Alright, we're up to 102. This probably no chance. So the 2 would need quite a bit. I think we should have this though. So I said it should be fine, but the blue player, who had like 73 points going into his last turn, has a pretty decent lead on me at the end. So I had 29 turns, so reasonably fast as far as that went. Let's check a look at him specifically. Alright, so he had 2 of these. Looks like he got 3 on this. Empty pillar. Oh, he had at least 3 on that. So this looks like 6 green here. Probably this one. No, he didn't get this. He's missing Australia. X tokens. He's got 2, so total points we're looking at 18, 20. So he got 20 points in endgame stuff. Puts him to 93. What did he do on his last turn? Well, that'll do it. Looks like he got to play animals and do association. What associate? All right. So Eagles for the win. What was his? I don't know what his other animal was, but you know that this is only 20, so that puts him to 93. His total is 121, so his final turn got him quite a bit. So yeah, almost 30 points. All right, well, I've done that with Eagles before myself, so good game. Maybe we can get some revenge on that.